We are with the proudly South African group who is now showcasing at the local fashion police showcase, and it's all about promoting local brands and local garments. We've got a couple of local designers who are very well known and established who have just showcased some of their work, and I am with me with the one and only Mr. JJ Skuman. Can you tell us about your process and what you try to envision and the kind of garments that you then presented in this show?
Well, then also that part is what are you looking for? So then you have to all of a sudden start thinking, you know, what am I really looking for? Because the thing is, it's so broad and there's so much beautiful stuff. So it's very hard. And my personal approach was I wanted to be surprised. And then I got many, many surprises because the talent is outstanding. It's unreal. Then from there, I met this amazing supermodel. I call her Ludina, the winner.
Yes.
And well, she's the best kind of looker for the brand, the gowns, the garments. Like, wow, can you get any better?
Being a local business person here in South Africa, especially within the textile industry or fashion industry, how is it at the moment? Is it a thriving industry, or are there challenges in that sense?
I mean, sometimes it's lacquer and sometimes it's not so lacquer. It's challenging. You really have to be made for this business. You really have to wake up every day and commit to solving the issues, to highlighting the highlights, you know, to highlighting the good things about it. Textile alone, you know, is a problem. Textile is something and a concept, an idea that is taken so seriously, you know, globally. And the fabrics that are extremely harmful are leading in our industry. So it's an industry that, yes, makes people look very beautiful, but it's also very an industry that can really harm, you know, the planet if you don't take note of what you put on people's body. It's what the ingredients of what you're using is. But that's like a certain level of consciousness that you need to have. But on a day-to-day, you just want to do good business. You want to build a good brand so that you can be sustainable. And so there's a lot to keep in mind. Fashion is a very serious business.
One of the designers that joined this proudly South African journey is the one and only Gert Coetzee. And unfortunately, he couldn't make it to this particular event, but we do have his general manager right next to me. Can you tell us, in terms of the label, Gert Coetzee, when you approached this platform, what were you trying to showcase?
Well, approaching it is a no-brainer in the first place. I mean, we are proudly South African and we are very big on job creation as well. Currently, we're employing 30 people and we're trying to expand that. So, yeah, just collaborating with Proudly South African and being Proudly South African stretch much further than just garments. It's also celebrating our heritage, celebrating our company, our country's union, and yeah, showcasing what we can do.
Now, one of the local brands that have also grown exponentially throughout these few years, Mr. Otis Seflo, who is known for his bold, beautiful designs. Can you talk to us about your brand and what exactly it represents in your own words?
I mean, Otis Upclose is a brand that was started in 2008. I mean, after doing becoming auditing and realizing that was not my gene in my path. So Otis has been so close and dear to my heart because, I mean, I started and I built it from the ground to what it is today. And we've graced a whole lot of stages. I mean, we just finished Miss World South Africa. Yeah. We just won a feather. We've been doing quite a lot of great things.
Yeah, you seem to be very personal when you talk about fashion, and can you tell us where that passion comes from, just as a local designer?
I mean, with me it's different. Fashion comes from my grandmother. My mom, all my mom's siblings, 11 of them were literally raised in a family where the mom was a seamstress. And for her to pass down on to me, for me, it's a blessing. And it's something that I cherish so dearly and I hold so close to my heart every day.
Proudly South African is a marketing campaign. And ours is to educate South Africans and remind them about the importance of buying locally manufactured products, but also to support local services. And the design world is a service. And in celebration and in appreciation of the clothing, textile, footwear, leather sector, which is labor intensive, employs a lot of South Africans. And because of that sector, those jobs give South Africans that are employed in that sector dignity. We all know, as South Africans, we love fashion. Siyathanda ukuswenka. Sithanda nokujuwisha. You know, we love clothes. And so it made sense for us to say to the consumers and to South Africans, listen, let's do this thing. Let's start a competition called Local Fashion Police. Take a picture of yourself wearing anything local. Enter as many times as you want. Post it on social media platforms. Tag Proudly South African. Tag the shop, or whether it's a seamstress down the road from you or a retail store, tag all those people, and it must say made in South Africa. And South African, designers, in fact, some of them are calling us now. How do we get to be part of this movement? They love it. They feel a responsibility to change the narrative. In the main, South Africans will tell you South African clothing is inferior, but nobody complains about Versace and Dolce & Gabbana and Vera Wang. But when we talk David Klale, Otis Saflo, JJ Skuman, Pale Samukubung, Khair Gutsia, we start questioning the quality of their clothing, their price point, and we think, their clothing is Hong Kong. And we are here as Proudly South African, not only to say local is lekker, we are here to show you.
Now I'm with the beautiful Miss Sophie Ndaba. Of course, we know you for we've known you for your beauty since I was young as Queen Morocco. You've always been one of the symbols of beauty here in South Africa. What do you think about this Proudly South African concept and supporting local designers in the textile industry?
Well, it goes without saying, why not? I think Proudly South African has just shown us for it. Ghana, what does that word mean? It means proudly South African. So I'm proud to be South African. I'm proud to be South African brands. I'm proud to show off South African brands. I'm proud to support and motivate South African brands, even to the young people and the youth of tomorrow, to say, be proud of your brand. Be proud of South Africa. Yes, other countries can stimulate us, they can give us ideas, but at the end of the day, let's give them our ideas and they buy into our ideas.
Coming up, the driving force behind ENCA.
I think that it's such a great opportunity